Well, good morning. Welcome to Rooted and Relevant. And let me just say something right off the bat that somebody pointed out yesterday. And that is when you see the American flag behind me, they actually thought it was backwards. Well, I think it's just what the app does that in recording, like looking in a mirror, it just kind of shows it as backwards. And so just wanted to clarify that the American flag is properly displayed, and but that when you're viewing me, it's kind of like looking in a mirror. And so you're seeing it a little bit backwards. But I assure you it is being displayed properly. And I appreciate people being careful to all the details. I want to make sure that I'm able to articulate all of those things. And so it was very precious to me to have people paying attention to those kinds of details, especially the patriots that are so patriotic as my wife and I are. Well, we are in Ecclesiastes chapter 8, and we're going to finish the chapter today. And I've entitled this one, Every Day is a Gift. Every day. Solomon is going to say, listen, you are not going to understand the totality of the mind of God. You are not going to be able to understand all of the plans of God. You are not going to be able to answer all the whys. You're just not. And so Solomon is going to say that in verse number 15. He says, then I commended mirth, because a man hath no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry, for that shall abide with him of his labor the days of his life, which God giveth him under the sun. When I applied mine heart to know wisdom, and to see the business that is done upon the earth, for also there is that neither day nor night seeth sleep with his eyes, then I beheld all the work of God, that a man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun, because though a man labor to seek it out, yet shall he not find it. Yea, further, though a wise man think to know it, yet shall he not be able to find it. Solomon said, listen, if you spend your life trying to answer all of the whys, if you spend your life trying to figure out God, if you think that somehow God owes you an explanation for why he's doing things, you are going to live a very frustrated life, because you're never going to know. You can't. You're not God. You're not smart enough. You don't know enough. You couldn't handle the understanding of all that God is doing. And so Solomon said, let me just give you some advice. Enjoy every day as a gift. Enjoy it. You're here for a short time. And God has blessed you with so many things that he allows us to steward for his glory, things that he allows us to experience that demonstrate his glory, the things that we are able to just witness that are testimonies of his power. And Solomon said, listen, you're never going to answer all the whys, so don't be a fool. He says there in verse number 15, for also there is that neither day nor night seeth sleep with his eyes. In other words, you can stay awake all night trying to figure it out. It isn't going to work. You're still not going to figure it out. You can be all uptight all day long, all night with anxiousness, trying to control what you're never going to be able to control. And that's foolishness. So Solomon says, you know what wisdom is? Wisdom is not trying to figure out God. Wisdom is understanding what parts you are to control and what parts you leave to God. And the things that God only controls, leave those to him and trust him by faith. And take the things that God has placed into our control, the things that we are to steward, the decisions we are to make, and just make sure that we make decisions that please the Lord, that allow us to live in obedience to his word and to fulfill the purpose of his will, so that as we worship, people come to the right conclusion of how much we value the person of God and the power of God and the plan of God. And one way that we do that is just giving thanks every day, seeing it as a gift. Today in Florida is absolutely beautiful. My wife and I went for a mile walk this morning, and it is just absolutely a gorgeous day today. And we thank God for the beauty of another day. But if it would have been stormy and overcast and rainy, I don't get to control that. So I just trust that to the Lord. And you know what I do? I enjoy another day that God has given me as a gift. And so let's just on purpose today leave the things that we're not in control of to God and take the things that we do make decisions of, and let's embrace the beauty of how God has designed things, the gift that another day is. When Solomon says there that there is no better thing to eat, to drink, and be merry, he's not saying be irresponsible or lazy. He's just saying, listen, when you choose what you're going to eat, be thankful. See it as a gift. When you get a chance to refresh yourself with something to drink, be thankful. See it as a gift. And when you experience the things in life that bring joy and happiness to your heart, be thankful and see them as a gift from God. Every day is a gift. Let's live in light of it. Hope you have a great day today. I'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.